So we're going to work on finishing setting up Emacs with Nix and probably a few other dev environment config, like my git config and stuff. Maybe actually create a new public .files repo that I can put all of my current .files in. I have a private one currently, and then it will accomplish a few goals while probably moving Git into Nix, which I do actually use Nix for Git already. As you can see here, git enable equals true. And I'm pretty sure I already installed the Git that I installed with brew, uninstalled. Yeah, that be my next Git. And I'm pretty sure I took out the other one. I didn't. But we can take it out now. Okay, so I guess this is kind of the point, is that I would just add a git config.local into here in order to get my email out of here. So let me look at these files in a window you guys can't see, and then we'll go from there. Let's work on the git thing first, because I think that's going to be easy. So I have like .git config in like my home directory. And that's actually where all of my aliases and stuff are currently. I wonder what's actually in like this /user local etc git config. Also has another one of my emails, and which I don't have to worry about like committing that. I'm just trying to figure out like how the F this works. Can I just make like a git config.local in that Etsy place and it just works? RooTube? What are you talking about? What is RooTube? I don't do RooTube that I know of. Is that like a Russian YouTube? Let's see it. This is probably really bad. What? How the hell did this get up here? Unbelievable. Okay, let's do this in English. I can't read Russian, surprisingly. What? I guess I'm gonna say this. Okay, boom. So somebody downloaded my YouTube videos. Dang, they've done them all. How do you see how many views are on these? There's no comments. Is this 12 plus views, or is this 12 plus? It's not the same guy for each. They're just like enriching RooTube. Oh my gosh. This is insane. How can you see how many views are on these? Did they not show you? Is this 2? It doesn't even translate this. Unbelievable. That's hilarious. Yeah, I figured 12 plus was an age rating. That's what I figured. But yeah, 2 months ago. Man, that was quick. That was quick. Oh, okay, yeah, 2 months ago. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't seem like they're public. 2 months ago, like that would have been around, let's see, what it's January. Okay, no, it is a little bit after I would have done this. That's crazy. Look at all this. It's all different users too. And they bothered uploading my videos. I'm just going to take this as flattery, you know? I'm a celebrity in Russia. I think that's really what this comes down to. Um wow. That might be, well, thanks for the heads up, Rond. That's hilarious. Yeah, there's Russian meta apparently. RooTube has, they love me so much in Russia that they, downloaded my content and uploaded it to their own profile on RooTube. You know, incredible. Um, I don't know anymore. I mean, I'm not sure if I'm real or not. Okay, so let's see what this says. Path Etsy get config file, which contains settings that are applied to every user on the system and all their repositories. If you pass the option dash system to get config, it reads and writes from this file specifically. The next, I'm wondering if they've banned YouTube in Russia probably since the you know all the Russian banning. That whole thing, the whole political thing, that thing that is happening in the world. I wouldn't be surprised if Russia's not allowed to use any Google services. A lot of American tech companies did that. But who knows? Yeah, we don't talk about it. Exactly. The thing that we don't talk about. No, I mean, I don't know. I stay far away from all those such topics. But yeah, it's I would wonder. I would wonder if they're banned in Russia. Okay. It's really funny though. It's really funny to see all my videos up there and for them to be uploaded by different users. And I mean, I guess it's probably just their like bots or something, even like scripts, maybe. Who knows? But it's just really funny. Okay. So this is like git config global. I get that. But I have two. I have git config default and git config. Interesting. I guess it does make me wonder, like, my default config, I believe. Let's see. In my normal git config, it has my personal email. In the default config, did I exit it or something? It just has a credential helper. Okay. And in the regular git config under user, it has my work email. And so then that makes me think, are my commits being sent up to all these open source things with my work email? Maybe I have not been like thinking through this very well and I'm doing it wrong. because that would be kind of dumb. Let me just look. That's hilarious to me. I'm gonna see if I can see, like, isn't there a way on GitHub to see the email of the Git user? Huh. I thought that was a thing. One parent. Maybe there's not a way anymore. Maybe they changed that for privacy reasons or something. Is it in the Git log? Is that what I'm thinking of? Ah, that's what it is. Okay, well, there's my name and my email in case people care. Okay, interesting. So even though I have that as my default, or it's in my user local git config as my work email, my .git config in my home directory has my personal email, and that's kind of what's being used for everything. So system global local overwrites values in the previous level. So values in .git/config trump those in path etc git config for instance. Now local, I would imagine, is just what's in my home directory, right? Oh no, it's actually local to the repository. Oh, okay. So system-wide is etc. That's what I would expect. Global is considered what's in .git config. And then it looks in local. So how do I move my email into a separate config? Huh. But then the thing is, it's not like I'm never not going to do a git log on stream. And if I do a git log, there's my name and email anyway. So like if somebody really wants to go to my git config and see my name and email, I don't know. I keep going back and forth. All right, let me see. Git config -- help. All right. I haven't had to mess with this in a long time. Source graph likes to docs. Yeah, exactly. So then it just becomes like, why even bother making this? Why make it hard if it's already not hard? Yeah, GitHub doesn't seem like it was hard to find it on GitHub. But it's in my Git log. I don't know. I think I'm just going to leave it and just say, oh, well, it's there. It's fine. I don't really care. Because what I don't want to do is I don't want to move it and then suddenly my work commits are signed with my personal email and my open source commits are signed with my work email, and then it'll just be annoying. And then I'd have to figure out the right way to do this. And I don't think I care enough to figure out the right way to do it. So I think the thing that's bothering me a little bit about my Nix managed Git, then putting that issue aside, the thing that's bothering me is that it doesn't seem like Nix is actually using my Git config Like it's not bringing it into the whole Nix thing. Nix doesn't think about that file being there, and that kind of bothers me. So then it's like, I don't know. It's not going to, I mean, the thing is, if I check out my dot files on a new system, I mean, the idea, right, is that like home manager or Nix or whatever is like managing all of those for you. I just have to think about how much I care about this right now. Help had something about a configuration path at the end. Yeah, I feel like that's just like the actual you don't necessarily mean at the very end, but I would just hate for it to F up, basically. Git config dot local. Let's just try this. Okay, well, that of course thinks it's a TLD. Git config dot local. I guess this is true. It's probably actually working. It's either, you know, it actually might not be working. Anyway, let me just check a work thing anyway. Let's see, cd mono git log. I've been signing all my work commits with my personal email anyway, so it's not even working the way that I would expect it. So it doesn't really matter if I change this. I might as well move that to like the other config. Hey Glitchbite, what's up? That would be one way of me. Like it would be kind of nice if I had a custom config based on environment. Like the way that I have my system set up right now is basically I have everything for work in this one directory, right? And so like we have a bunch of repos in my work directory. And ideally, I don't have to set my email specifically for each one of those. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I don't think I've actually been able to get into to watch your stream yet, Glitchbite. For my theme, it depends. You mean my Emacs one, or you mean the Alacrity one? Yeah, pretty early for me, right? This is just the base theme, I guess. I guess this is base. I don't know. I've done zero config. This is literally my Alacrity config is right here. It doesn't exist. I just have Alacrity enable equals true. I'm guessing it's here. Okay. This is my Alacrity config. Nice. Nerd fonts. Okay. Custom global config path. And then I guess I could do like a dir env or something. I know. I have Ghosty installed, but I haven't updated it in a long time. So what I'd like to do, Glitchbite, is basically I want my Git user to be different depending on what directory I'm in. Like all of my work stuff is in one directory, like, and we have a bunch of repos. And I'd like to just set my work email as like the thing that signs all of my commits, right? For any of my work repos. And then all my open source stuff should be my other thing, my personal email. It's like doesn't matter that much. I don't know, but it's an idea. It's an idea. Yeah, but I don't have multiple GitHub accounts. I actually just have one. But okay, but this is still the same idea. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. No, this is exactly the same idea. The only thing, it still doesn't give me the way to get out of this being in my git config that's in my dot files. But maybe what I want, let's look at my git config. Maybe what I want is here. I just push all of this into Nix, and then yeah, if I just push all of this into Nix, then it doesn't matter, right? I can just ignore my git config and then do the other one. Have a private one and include. Oh, I see. I see. That's not a bad idea. This is similar to what I do in my like RC file, like ZSHRC. I have like private vars. You'll alias the git that home env to current dir. Mm-hmm. Okay. You sent a Stack Overflow. All right, let's just look at this again. I probably already opened it like 8 times. Oh, you override the home. You can then use alias to do this easily. Oh yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. Hey, tech support, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. That's not bad. Because then you just say, you alias to a different git. Huh. Okay. Hey, Scott. Your wife's liking her Glove 80 until the on off on button on this right side died? No way. Oh, that really sucks. Okay, good to know. Good to know. I mean, of course, like build quality is like the main concern I have with Glove 80s, even though I love all the other things. But at least they're still working with you, even though they tried. They tried to say, "Oh, you can just fix it yourself." Yeah, that's rough. That's pretty rough. Okay. Nice. Yeah. I I'm optimistic about it. I'm most likely going to buy one in the next few months. Have you ever bought a piece of technology that you didn't open, Rond? I mean, come on. Okay. So let's move this into Nix. I know that I just need to find my home manager stuff. I'm going to start with this. Home manager. Get. Dot. Okay, that wasn't very good. Programs.get, maybe. No, that's still way too many, but that's okay. Okay. Programs.get. .enable. We're good with that. Package, we don't care. Get aliases to define attribute set of string. Co equals checkout. Okay. So we need attribute sets. All right. We'll see how bad this is going to go. Probably pretty bad. But we're going to do our best. It's kind of annoying that I have to change this to be a string and then have all of that stuff. But we'll just see what happens. All right. So let's start with this. Well, go into Home Manager. Well, go down here. And we're going to say aliases equals attribute set. Let's not forget our semicolon for the attribute set. And we shall paste. And we shall indent. Whoa, look at that. Look at that get indenting. That's because it doesn't have... That's because I don't have any semicolons anywhere. So good. Okay. I mean, I'm guessing, right? Okay, good. All right. Let me think how I want to do this. I don't know how to do a macro like the way that you're supposed to. So I'm probably just going to literally do this. Which is going to take a really long time. Should I figure out how to do a macro? Okay. Fine. Record, evil record macro. Down. End. Insert. I. That didn't work. Why don't I know how to do this? Okay. Evil record macro. Obviously, I don't know how to do this. Ooh, I just thought of a good idea, though. I could just do a replace line break with a semicolon. That's not the worst idea. QQ$A. Okay, we'll just pretend this is a real thing. QQ $A. See, then I go into insert mode. Oh, maybe I do want to go into insert mode. But then it just went back into Q. Okay. I'm just going to try a repeat macro and see what happens. I don't even see repeat macro in here. Evil macro. Execute macro. Execute last recorded macro. It didn't do anything. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go evil record macro, QQ, dollar, AJ, but then it goes back into there. Oh, Q is a record macro. Unbelievable. All right. That's really funny. Q. Okay. That's really funny. So I defined a keyboard macro that was not helpful. Okay. Let's try this again. Defining keyboard macro. We're here. We go to the end of the line, which I get. We go into insert mode. We do this. And then we probably have to press Q in normal mode. Okay. And then let's just try this one. Okay. Now it's working. Interesting. I should have gone down. You're right. Now, what if I want to apply this to a region? Can I apply this like a certain number of times? Like what's the shortcut for executing the last macro you recorded? I don't actually know. I'm using this to cheat. But I'm going to have to do this again. And then at Q. Okay. Okay. So I could have done that. Okay. So now I'm going to do this my own way, which is to delete everything. Just kidding. Okay. Not what I meant to do. So now let's indent this whole region. Okay. Now we can see this a little bit better. Okay, you record macro into Q with QQ and you call it with at. Okay. Okay. I can deal with that. All right, so let's try this again. My own way. And now we want to put quotes on all of this, right? And so we are going to let's try this. We're going to do a slash equal space enter, whatever. Can I do that? Okay, let's try this. So we're going to do QQ slash not that equal. There we go. Then we're going to do a, no, enter a. Well, that was a stupid way of doing it. Boom. I could do a region replace. That's true. I could just do an equal space region replace with the next thing. But, you know, we're learning keyboard macros now, right? We're just that cool. Now the problem is I didn't do it I didn't go down after, right? Okay. So let's try this. If I want to say 1 at Q, I didn't like it. Oh man. I tried. Okay, let's just do region replace. All right. No, get me out of search. Oh no, I froze Emacs. I tried to do too much. All right. You can edit macros. Emacs is very confused as to what I want now. I froze this frame for sure. Okay. It's fine. We'll just close the frame. And I bet a new frame is working just fine. It is. All right. Put this new frame where we're supposed to go. Okay. Well, aren't you glad I just showed you my work email now too? We're just really good friends now. Okay. So let's try this. Region replace. Let's see. We have to go V 14J, J. Not what I meant to do. S/equals space / equals space. Looks good. And then same region. And we'll just do, I love doing that. S/semicolon / quote semicolon. Okay. Nice. That was not bad. Definitely easier than a macro. Nah, man. Gotta use enemy. It's very important. I might switch to NeoVim for some things, but I will keep Emacs for what it's good at, which is like Lisps and other things. So, you know, that's how it goes. Okay. Why'd they put dumb white space down here? Why are you putting white space where white space doesn't belong? You know? It's fine. All right. There's a command in whip. Oh, wipe. That's hilarious. I would have been pretty mad. All right, so I moved all my aliases from my git config to here. Just going to open my git config in a different thing. So if this works, then I have 2 whips. I do have 2 whips. Why do I have 2 whips? Oh, there is a wipe. Oh, I see what you're saying. That's really funny. Guessing we need to escape some double quotes there. I mean, I could just use single quotes. Then I don't have to worry about quote escaping. I like that better. Okay. Now we have that, so we can go into our kickstart. We see this. And if we go into here, we should see that I changed that. I already deleted them. Okay, so they don't work now. That's actually a nice test. Now we're going to run our kickstart and see if they work again. Okay. Let's see, I changed this to something. I want to say I changed it to DRS. I did. How about it? Oh, that's cool. I'm interested to see what it's going to say about building this because, I mean, technically I have other things in my git config. And it's like, how are they going to make this work? It works. I don't know how. Okay, so now I'm going to look at my git config after the fact. My Git config has not changed at all. I'm thinking they must have put it into... Okay, that didn't change. And that didn't change. Interesting. So I'm guessing that Nix puts their config into some other place. Hey Cotter, yeah. It feels like magic, doesn't it? Tech support. Doesn't Emacs have a decent multi-cursor mode? Yeah. There is a multi-cursor mode in Emacs that you can use, and I've used it before. I admittedly probably forgotten how to use it because my brain only has so much space in it. That's probably why. So as I've learned all of the Vim stuff, and I switched to evil mode, like I guess it's been almost 6 months ago now, which is Vim Motions and Emacs. I've forgotten a lot of Emacs stuff, which is kind of dumb. Like ideally I'd still remember both and I could use them both like when needed, but oh well. That's unfortunately not quite how my brain works. Yeah, I mean, right? Need to get back to Nix Cotter. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So obviously they are defining like another Git config somewhere else that Git knows about. And if I was smart and knew how to find that out, I could. But right now I'm not. Okay, so the other piece of my config that's not ported over in here is color and init and re. So let's see if I can figure this part out. So I don't know if I care that much about my Git color config, to be honest with you. I don't know how much I care about that. I don't remember if I even did it. When did this is just like the normal thing? I don't even know. Oh, programs.git.includes list of configuration files to include. That's interesting. Okay. Oh, this actually seems like, if I understand this, this actually seems like it might do the thing that I want to do with my work and personal email. Yeah, there's a color config for Git. Okay, I can show you because I can scroll down. I'll just put this over here. That looks like this. So, yeah, pretty exciting. I don't remember why. I don't remember if I even did this. I don't remember doing this. I don't remember caring about any of this. So realistically, I don't need to put this into Nix because I don't think I actually care. I mean, it's basically showing like, you know, you can choose what color you want files to appear as depending on their status, obviously, right? But I don't think I care that much. I don't use the colors to really think about it. Okay. Enable the Difftastic syntax highlighter. Interesting. I don't think I care about that. Git includes, wow, okay. Path of the configuration file to include. Okay. Oh, okay. Here's the whole condition thing. Interesting. Git signing. I don't care about that. Default user email to use and user name to use. Okay. That's kind of interesting. But again, I don't know if I don't know. Maybe I can actually like not put that out in the world publicly. If I was not putting this publicly, I would just do this, right? If I didn't want to share my Nix file, it seems pretty reasonable to just do that. Git Cliff, Git credential OAuth. Okay, now we're past the actual Git settings. Okay. So they didn't have, I feel like I'm going to need this extra config thing. Okay, core equals, okay, so this is how I could add colors to my config if I wanted to. The only thing I actually care about is this init thing. It would be nice to not have to do this. So maybe that's the main thing that I could change. So I'll see if that works using extra config. So it's an attribute set. So we're going to say extra config here. And we're going to say init equals another attribute set. And I already forgot what it was. Default branch equals main. Default branch equals, and it needs to be like this apparently. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I could do that. I think I just want to leave this like this. Let's see. So we will go back here and we'll delete this. And I haven't used re in a really long time. I don't know if people even still use it. Get re. Right. No, I actually love this tool. If you don't know about this, I forgot what it does because okay. Here's the thing. I'm the last software developer or engineer, as my title says, since I live in the United States, left at my company. And so I don't usually have to think about merge conflicts all that much anymore. So that's why I couldn't remember what this tool does. Frectons, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome. But this is really nice. Recorded resolution of conflicted merges. So if you're merging into like a bunch of different branches, so you have like dev and staging and all those kinds of things at your company, this records how you resolved them the first time you did this stupid merge so that you can just reapply that exact same resolution without having to think about it the next time. So this is actually something I love and I would like to keep. But first, let's just test out the main thing. So now that I moved that out, what we should see, if I go into a new file, let's just cd OSS, make dir trash, like most things that I create. And if we just say get init, we should be on master. Yep, looks good. Okay, so we'll just go out of here and we'll just say remove trash. Okay, and we shouldn't have trash anymore. We took out the trash. All right, so now we're going to run our new Nix config. And we should see this init with a default of main. And if this works, then I'm going to be pretty sure that re will work, even though I don't have like a easy way to test it. Okay, let's just and there we go. New Git using main. Cool. Pretty freaking simple. Okay, so then all we have to do here is say re equals, I already forgot, enabled equals true. Now, I don't exactly know, like, am I still having to stringify this, or are Booleans like first class somehow in this syntax? I don't really know. I don't know if an attribute set like this says true. I'm going to guess that I'm going to try it without the string and see if I get an error. Since true should be like an actual value in Nix, right? That should be what they care about here, is that it's a Nix value. Accepted value in the language. But maybe the, where did it go? Here we go. Oh, it is strings concatenated with. Oh no, okay. Or of attribute set of. Okay, string or Boolean or signed integer. Okay. So this actually is fine. This is allowed. I can use a Boolean. Okay. That's the trash thing. We don't need trash anymore. And we can go back here. And did I save? I don't remember. I did. And we can rebuild again. I'm going to see if I can find where Nix creates this git config file. Where does Nix create git config file? Okay, well, this didn't tell me what I actually wanted to know, but that's okay. Let's see if GPT knows. Be really funny if GPT actually knew. But it surprised me a couple times recently. If I use Nix to install Git, where does it put the created config file? Yeah, I don't think that's true, because it hasn't changed at all. I mean, I guess we can look real quick. And we'll dox myself yet again, but it's fine. Okay. I forgot to actually delete this from here, but we don't really have an easy test for that, so I'm just going to leave it as is. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that. Basically, what I would have to do on a new system, if I installed Git, and at the very first time, it's going to ask me to config my name and email, and that's totally fine. I'm happy with that. Okay, so with that all set up, what I can actually do is go here and echo, let's see, .get config. Well, actually, I'm going to commit it first. I know this is silly, but this is my private .files repo. I'm going to commit this as is. Let's see. Move get config to Nix and push. And now I'm going to echo .get config to .get ignore. Okay, and oh, that's right. I have an inclusive. I forgot that I have an inclusive one. Let me see. So the only reason it probably actually grabbed it is because, yeah, okay, it's fine. It's fine. We'll just let it be. Okay, so that is that. And let me just push. And then that's the end of that repo. All right, so now I believe in myself. I can create a new public .files repo and we'll see how happy we are with it. Let's just take a quick look at my current setup to see if there's anything else that I actually want in, or I should say don't want public or want public. The first thing I see is that I actually didn't remember to include my ZSHRC because I changed to Z shell from bash. So let's just edit it here. No, I have it right here. Why isn't it grabbing it? Why is there no ZSH? Oh, because this is on master and I'm on TV. I forgot. Okay. Unused. Let me just make sure there's no secrets in here. Nope. Bash profile, get config, get excludes, get ignore, guile, ZSHENV, ZSHRC. Okay. And we will just make sure that all this looks copacetic. It's looking pretty good. Okay. I like this. Don't care about that or those or those. That won't be in the new one. Let's look at bash profile. Yeah, this looks fine. Unused, we already checked that. Let's just make sure in bash profile there's nothing bad. Nope. I already know it's in the Twitch. It's just OAuth URL. Okay, so if this is good, then we can actually do an rmrf get. Beautiful. And we can do a brand new init. And I still have this, but we're going to create a new repository. Oh, yeah. Let's rename the other one. How about that? Settings. Dot files old. Rename. You like dots better anyway? Sorry, I wanted to rename this anyway, so I don't get confused. All right, we'll call it dots just for Rond. I don't need a README file. Don't want any of that because I already have this. I just want this. Get remote, add origin, get push origin. Oh yeah, to have this happen automatically, I've been wanting to do this for a while. For branches without a tracking upstream, see push dot auto setup remote in git help config. Git help config. This is this whole thing. Grep auto setup. I don't know why I've never done this. Push dot auto setup remote. Okay. Let's just do this. Okay. Get from version 2.37 gave us push.auto set up remote, which we can set to true like this, but I just want to put it into my Nix config. So I'm going to guess that I can do it like this. Let's see. Push equals auto setup remote equals true. I've had to change so many things, dude. I don't know how much more I can change. You know, I'm an old man. Okay, so we did that. Let's just run this again. And we should get rid of this error. It does feel odd, like not using the git CLI to like change my config, but that's okay. I think it's just part of getting used to it, is like not using the normal path of changing your config. I think I forgot a letter. No, I didn't. When you use Nix. All right. No. Why? Did I forget to commit? Is that why? Oh, I don't have any commits. No wonder you can't push. Okay. Let's see. Untracked files, bash profile.d, emacs.d, guile, zshenv, zshrc. This looks good. Get cm init. Okay. What do we get out of this? Obviously, there's some shit we don't need in here. Okay. Customizations is supposed to be there. Okay, so let's do an undo, but sometimes undo doesn't work when it's your first commit, in which case we might, yeah. Because there's no previous commit for it to go back to. So what I usually do in this case, which there might be an easier way, but I usually just delete the whole thing and just re-init. Maybe it's dumb. I don't know. That's what I do. Okay. So next time I'll just do a git add until I'm like really happy with where I've ended up. So I want to add old git to my git ignore. Wrong way. Old git, and I actually don't need projects to be on there. It's not really a point in me committing all my projects. And this is, I mentioned it quickly earlier, but this is how I do my dot files. Instead of having to ignore a bunch of things, I have like a inclusive ignore instead of an exclusive. So I just ignore literally everything, and then I add my exclusions after that. At this point for Emacs-D, once I like clean up my config, I could probably change this to where instead of like, you know, accepting the whole Emacs directory, I could just accept like a few files. But for now, my config's all over the place. So that is what it is. All right. So let's look at this again. Guile looks good. Emacs customizations. Etsy, that's fine. I don't think it makes sense for this to be here. I'm pretty sure I don't need that committed. Emacs.d forge. Yeah, I'm gonna say I don't want that committed. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Home folder is the git source. Absolutely. This is how I'm doing it. It's pretty funny, but it works. It's worked for me for a long time. Fractons. I think I missed that follow. Maybe I didn't. No, I remember. I read it off the OBS. Herky, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome. We're just we're trying to nix some things, you know? We're getting there. Okay, I think I am actually going to go, now that I see this, I think I do want to go to an include only. Let's see what's in my emacs.d git ignore. Auto save list, backups, ELPA, recent F, transient. Okay. I do kind of like that better in a way. Huh. That's kind of an interesting way of doing it. But I'd actually want to commit this as well. Let me just think about this. What do I want? I want, yeah. Let's. I think we're gonna go to this. Dot get ignore, and then let's just paste this a couple times, and I did that in a dumb way, but that's fine. We're gonna go with customizations. We're gonna go with Emacs for closure. I don't know if I actually use that anymore, but it's fine. We can commit it. I can't remember. Let's add custom.l. Obviously, we need init.l. And and themes. Definitely need themes. Yeah, Maggot is cool. Or Magit, but I typically don't use it yet. Just never got into it. Part of the reason is, I don't know, people have their own views on this, but like back when I did have other engineers on my team, as a super senior developer, I feel like having a good understanding of Git and how to use the CLI is like a better transferable knowledge for other people than if I was to use a tool that is kind of bespoke and just works for me. And I know a lot of people, I don't know. I still think knowing how to use the Git CLI is a valuable skill. I guess that's the other reason. Okay, I got init.l and I got themes. Okay, so this is looking better. Let's delete this. And we'll go here. Get status. Right, I have to actually unstage all these. Get rm cached file to unstage. Okay, get rm cached. That's fine. Really? Really? Why won't you let me just do that? Are you really going to be annoying right now? How about this? Get rm cached. I really only made changes to this. How funny would it be if that like get rm just like removed my whole Emacs config? All right, so let's do this again. Okay, well that didn't work. Why didn't it add it back? All right, we're gonna just do this. One more time. Untracked files. Oh, it's just not seeing it. So it wasn't that. It's really not. It's not seeing this in the git ignore as exceptions for some reason. Huh. That's weird. Maybe I need to include the directory first, in which case I have to go back to the way that I was doing it before. Let me just try this. Knowing now and exclusively using it are not the same thing, though. That's fair. All right. So then I'm going to say emacs.d/star and then have my exceptions, and we'll see if this works. Okay. Let's try this. That worked. Okay, sick. All right, that's a little bit better. Yeah. No, that's fair. For me, if I don't use something regularly, I'll just forget how to use it, honestly. It's just the way that my brain is. Okay, I like this. I think we are good to push. I didn't know I was going to spend like basically my whole time on Git, but that's okay. I mean, I guess I also am doing this new .files repo. Git. Oh, messed up. Remote add origin. Really? Oh, because I never actually committed. Right. Let's try this again. Okay. Yay, public.files. I forget how to use things I use regularly. That's fair. That's totally fair. All right. Dots is public. No going back now. All right, we'll add it to Nightbot. How do I switch windows? Oh wait, dot files does already exists. Oh, that's right. This is what I did for dot files. Because I told somebody that I was going to do this like 3 months ago. It probably wasn't quite that long ago. All right. What's sad is Nightbot doesn't support like emotes, so I can't put like an emote in there. It's funny. I don't have an invent command. What? What? Oh, F. Did I mess this up? I hate when I do this. Oh, that's right. I forgot how to do this. Okay, submit, and then I add dots, and then dot files. I always do this opposite. Okay. Look at me. I know how to use Nightbot. Okay. If you do it in Nix, I have my NeoVim config. Where is it? I really thought it would just be in NeoVim. I guess it's not. I don't know. My entire NeoVim config is in Nix anyway. This is my NeoVim config. Will I actually merge it? Probably not, because you probably have stuff that I don't want. Sorry, Rond. But I could, if you do it in Nix, I could actually like use it. I'll put it into a Rond branch, and then I can switch to the Rond branch and use Rond's NeoVim. Okay. Not worth it. That's fair. Awesome. So what do we do so far? Okay, the problem is here, of course, like I actually haven't pushed all this stuff that I've done with Nix to a remote repo since I started. And that feels kind of stupid. So I should probably do that. I can't remember how to do this. Is it just get remote -v? Oh, there is no remote for this. That's weird. I thought I cloned this repo. Why is there no remote? Huh. That's fine. We can just create our own remote. So I guess this then just needs to be given into, what do I want to do here? You need that contributor spot. That's fair. That's fair. So I don't have any remotes on this. That's really confusing. I guess we need to create another repo and call it Nix. Nix. I guess Nix stuff in case I ever, really get in there. I guess I'll just call it kickstart.nix. Fine. Fine, BG. I'll call it kickstart.nix. We'll just pretend that this is fine. Oh, here we go. How about meta.nix? I like that. That works. Okay, public is fine. I don't really, do I have a readme? Do I really need a readme? No, I'm not gonna do a readme. It's no point. No point. Okay. Copy, get remote and origin. Okay, so this is all that's there. Yay, I don't have to do the set upstream thing now. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. All right. Yeah, I don't have a readme. Awesome. Hey, Courier D _ Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. We just finished porting our I don't know why. I don't think I'm the only streamer that does this, but I talk in like the plural third person. I use plural pronouns. I just ported my, little git config here to Nix. Got it working. Added some config that I haven't done that I wanted to do anyway. Look at that. I forgot a space. I don't have a Nix format on here. Unbelievable. So that's pretty happy. I think the next thing that I wanted to do is try to get Emacs working with actually using Nix as the package manager. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that yet. I'm trying to think if there's something else I want to do first. I mean, I don't have Zia. I'm not managing Z shell with Nix, so that's certainly one thing. Let's see. I've got Alacrity already. Pretty sure we already did tree, right? I didn't do tree? Really? I'm confused. I thought I already did tree, but I don't see it here. Huh. Okay. Well, tree doesn't require config, so let's just add tree here. Oh, okay. How about it? I'm guessing this is the one I installed with Brew. I thought I already like deleted it. From Brew. So let's uninstall that from Brew. Okay. And then tree should not exist. And then we should be able to do this. All right. So I'm completely done with Git. So that's great. Tmux. I already did Tmux, and I don't have any more that I actually care about doing right now. I don't have any custom Tmux config. I just use exactly what I have. So the other thing, pretty much always use JQ on every system. And I just like that to be on the base system. Cool. Yay, tree is back. Okay, brew uninstall JQ. So we should be able to just add JQ with Nix. So that takes care of tree. And should have JQ here. Nice. Emacs is still a work in progress. I guess I will, maybe I should add those notes here. Emacs. Maybe I want them here. Still need to manage packages with Nix. Okay. And I use FFmpeg more than you would think. I'm guessing that I have that installed with Brew. Yeah, not surprised. I guess we'll go with some alphabetization here. JQ, tree, FFmpeg. And then we'll just review my brew list for some other things. See other things that we need. All right. Really? That's weird. Oh, did I just forget to save? I'm confused. I thought I already did this. Fine. Maybe I ran that too quick and I forgot to save my actual file. Hey Dylan, what's up? How'd the old interviews go, if you don't mind me asking live on Twitch? I figured you wouldn't, since you have been talking about them on your stream. Oh God, 3-hour interview. That's intense, dude. That's intense. Was it hard or was it just like long? Went well? That's good. Okay. I think FFmpeg is working. How about it? Love it. Okay. So we have FFmpeg. Yay. That's cool, man. Hoping you get some offers soon. Kind of know where you're going in the next week or two. Levenstein distance is the foundation for your solution. Nice. Love it. I have a feeling I would fail most technical interviews at this point. That's probably not true, but like, I don't know. Like I haven't interviewed in like 5 years. Like what kind of questions are they giving you? Now keep in mind, like I'm more like a back end person, of course, I mean, I know you do a bit of full stack, but like, are they asking you like DSA stuff? Like, what are they asking you? Nothing like leak code. Okay. Well, that's good. Then I probably would be fine. I mean, obviously I've done the DSA stuff, like some, and like, I'm not terrible at it, but I don't know. DSA, by the way, in case anybody's wondering. Nightbot. There we go. Boom. DSA. DSA and Rust, by the way. Yeah. So this leaves the main thing that I don't have from my like generic dev environment to be Z shell that I haven't done yet. I just got my git config all working. They've all been very applied. That's cool, Dylan. So I moved all my aliases into Nix, couple extra config items. Pretty happy with that. Oh yeah, I was going to look at my brew list to see what else I should bring over. I don't know what to do about things like Slack and stuff like that. Obviously, I only have it installed for work, and that's the main reason I have it. I'm pretty sure I actually install Slack with Brew at the moment. Well, I don't see it on here, so I guess I don't. Oh, Starship. I forgot about Starship. Okay. I forgot all about my Starship thing. Huh. Okay. So that's probably under generic. Starship. Okay. Why do I have Node installed with Brew? I use NVM if I really need to use Node. Obviously, there's like the MySQL things. I guess I would install NVM, but that's more when we get into dev build stuff. Yeah. But installing like MySQL server, that makes sense. MySQL at 5.6, I actually don't need that anymore. We're not on 5.6 anymore. We don't need that. We don't need that in our lives. Let's see. A lot of dev stuff, like language specific stuff. I mean, Docker, that's more like a work thing. Why is Emacs here with Brew? When did I install Emacs with Brew? That would have been a really long time ago. It's not what I use. I'm just going to go with an uninstall because I haven't used that in forever. Huh. I had 29.1.1 installed with Brew? I'm so confused right now. Weird. Okay. I wonder if it's still in my applications. It should be because I installed it. Last time I installed it was by like the DMG actually just downloaded. Okay, whatever. That's fine. Ridiculous how much stuff I have on here. All right. I'm pretty happy with this. I think we're getting somewhere. I don't think I need I don't think I really need much else from here. That should just be in my normal dev environment. I mean, obviously there's curl and things like that that apparently do not exist on Mac by itself. Does curl not come on Mac? Are you effing kidding me? Did I actually have to install curl? Setting up dev ends on Mac OS is just kind of weird. The most basic stuff isn't even like a given. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I guess I'll add curl to this list. I mean, there's so many things that I use. I mean, I use ACK, I use awk, I use other things. I don't know. Weird shit. I guess we should try to get Starship working correctly. I have to see what my Starship config currently looks like. Is it in config? Starship. Yeah. That's my Starship config. It's really complicated. Amazing. Okay. So let's just go ahead and add this here. And we'll figure out what the config looks like for this. Starship settings. Configuration written to home/starship toml. Okay. Okay. So I'm guessing this is just going to end up being AWS disabled equals true. All right. So I'm going to try this as settings equals AWS.disabled equals true. So we'll just try that and see if it works. So let me remove. We'll just run this as it is. Brew uninstall Starship. Okay. We're almost there. Existing file. Called it. All right. And .config Starship toml. Try running that again. Error in AWS at disable unknown key. Did you mean disabled? Yeah, whoops. I sure did. How about that for a Starship config warn? Okay, so that takes care of Starship. I guess we'll just add curl, ack, awk all at the same time. And cool, Starship config is good. Yeah, so let's just do this. I'm guessing I can give brew uninstall like a list of packages I want uninstalled. I don't have to do it one by one. I don't actually know if that's true. Ack, awk. We'll see if that's true. No such keg. Oh, did I not actually... How did I get awk then? Did awk come on my system? Okay. I don't know if I installed it somewhere else or not. It's hard to know these sorts of things. I don't remember shit like that. We'll just pretend that I didn't, or I did. I guess sure. We'll take the one from Nix packages because we're just that cool. Okay. So did it uninstall ACK for me though? Okay. Nope. It just errored and exited. Love it. I am about to head out, by the way, in case you were wondering. Undefined variable awk. Interesting. I guess that's fine because I mean I didn't install it with Brew, so maybe it just comes on my system. I don't know, man. Maybe that's why it doesn't exist in Nix packages. I'm not sure. Let's see. Packages. Well, this is Home Manager, of course, but yeah, nothing. Well, neither for ACK, but I imagine ACK's going to work. Huh. But that's not the package search, of course. That's just if there's actually config in Home Manager, which I mean, I guess there's not config for those things, so it's fine. Okay. This seems happy. ACK meta. Man, I don't even mention meta one time in this Nix thing. What the heck am I doing with my life? Okay. So we got some more things. We have curl meta.com. It's not a real thing. Curl google.com. There we go. Curl's working, in case you're wondering. Okay, so then the last thing is zshow. I feel like this is going to be annoying, but maybe it won't be. I don't actually know how to do it in a way that makes sense. I know Dylan did this, but I probably closed the I think BG also uses zshow. So maybe he has that. I don't know. Let's see. Programs.zshell. Okay. You still have zshell in your config. Trying to decide how I want to do this. I kind of like the idea of having zshell completion, but I do want to test out how much it slows it down. And I don't use oh my ZSH. Thanks, Dylan. I appreciate it. Let's see what Dylan did. See if we can copy him, because that's what we do here on this stream, is we copy Dylan. We're there, man. We're there. We're working through it. I literally don't know what I'm going to do when I start the stream, so that's why my title's always just like very general. And well, not, I mean, at least the last couple weeks, just going with the flow. See what I feel like doing. Lately, it's been Nix stuff. Okay. All right. So we got programs.zsh enable equals true. Enable auto suggestions equals true. Enable completion equals true. Built-ins dot read file /config /zsh /functions .zsh. Okay, interesting. That's fair purplish. And then you have oh my ZSH in here. You have shell aliases. I have a lot of aliases. I guess I could put them in here. I'm just trying to decide. Like, is this in your config here? Okay. I didn't do this. Oh, okay. So then you have that in this repo. All right. I haven't done any of this yet. And then this is just normal. Okay. All right. All right. I get it. I get it. Include.zsh opam. Okay. So first, let's see. I already forgot the command to test how fast my shell is. I want to make sure I don't have a huge degradation in shell speed. There it is. All right. Let's just do this. All right. There we go. That's what we're at currently. Where's my phone? Just got to do a quick message check. Then we'll try to finish up Z shell, and then we'll probably raid somebody. All right. What am I doing? Anybody remember? All right, just kidding. So let's see. This is going to go down here, and we're going to say ZSH equals enable equals true. Enable auto suggestions equals true. Enable completion equals true. And then I'm going to have to move. Ooh, I have this done in a very certain way, though, currently. How do I want to do this? I think this might just be a bigger project for me, actually, now that I think about it. The main issue I have, I'll probably have to see and if chat has anything. This is what I use. So I have this little like source files endure thing. And I mean, I guess ideally this truly profile goes away. This is my work stuff. This could go into the Nix stuff. That's fine. I could figure out a way to do that. And then I have this secrets profile. And it's the secrets profile specifically that I don't know exactly how I'd want to do, because it's basically like secrets that I put into my shell as in vars, you know, but in general, like I use them all. And maybe that's just like a bad pattern to begin with in a way. And I could just source those when I actually need them, which is probably not all the time. We can ls it at least and see what's actually in there. Oh, it's just Twitch creds. That's just because I was trying to build like a little Twitch API. So that doesn't make sense. I don't need that. I don't need that most of the time, right? Before I had other stuff in there, but I moved it out. This is still a bigger project. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish this today, because I'm going to have to move all these config files into these folders, but maybe we'll just do this next time. So we basically, next time I want to work on Nix. Okay, let's make some notes in our little thing here. Wrong program. Okay. So let's just add some comments up here. Manage Emacs packages with Nix. Port ZSH. Config to Nix. Using pattern in Dylan's files, aka here, and that's probably good. And I deleted Z shell. This should be good. Add stuff, plan stuff. Really good commit message. Okay, very cool. Yeah, I think I'm good. I think I'm done for the day. Messing with all this. But we'll be back. Let's see. This week, I believe I will be able to fit in a Wednesday stream. So that should be good. And we'll probably write some code that's not Nix on that stream. Probably, I don't know. Right now I'm feeling rust because Dylan's being lazy and he's not like saying, okay, I'm ready for it. He's got this whole thing called finding a job. And he thinks that's more important than like telling me what to do the Mint rewrite or like, create issues for what he wants done there. So I don't understand his priorities, but that's Dylan for you. All right. Just messing. Thanks a lot for hanging out. Thanks for watching. And